Ubwansu Gusii.
Biamana ndo mancho murigereria Ndizi TV na bwansu bw'omusingo gina nogendera tukwegoga kigima asokubwatya emirobero yonsi yeritko ryarero nekinga tubona omwerio ye General Francis Ogola aberega kobekwa seriro bagoti mukamira yokora esabari yaye ase obuiko bwense asabaga kwenwa ase engaya ye Chinsa mochia asiaya asebona abaraya banke babere bakumwa esko yaye yomwerio tikomane nabekengoro yaye ase aororo charagire Chinsa Ikomi cyabona mugoroba kerongo kwarigania semese Amayia eriyo nkomanye nara yana kwariganira mugoroba rero asenchera ere yobenge rabuna sensemo ya Facebook nakanda tunyarwetera Ndizi TV News Digital asensemo ya YouTube tunyarwetera Ndizi TV News abigase website ito naboko yasomwetera www.ndizitv.net eriyo togendre kusanga sugwamo. Eritoriane Everlyne Osero Sara Momanyi nero kweneke chibicha neriyo gicha wikira sinchira benengo kwariganiye byo tobe togusanga wika omwerio Amayia Chinsa kunya sinchira yobenge toko ya chakabene kurwase county ya Kisii awase abisi ye wodi yachuni otoka sebunge ya Nyaribari masaba yabake gutagorwa obotko bogukira rero asekerenga getara manyekana wikabono konende nigo obotki bwabo gochakiwaso mukegima asabantu batatu wikabono babekiro byara asoko konya kwene kiabuna nikikirete kiabise cyo gotagorwa bari babiba wose bari abakora ase abise yoni gononya nabo babere bakwerera nanigo batigarete na mabori nabo igo ogokumya okorene ase kire na konyora tibara iwa notice ko Rwandons nonya nase ekigambiro askire bakomiti bunani ngikegenderete na nase kiabisi ikigotagorwa nabona nigo abo bisabusabanya nyimbo kurwa segeta seni kyaramasha bachakiriyo obotuki korengana ninganiyo
asa marietane igongoro kwena liomuko kuruchuni wodi manager ya chuni wodi lero saa 11 wona ke wesim kingote wonga obisi ya ino yomwe msie kutagorwe wona tema kubinyoka gocha twanyala bantu bagotagora twatema kubinyokia abantu bakke twabwata abantu batatu abuka twabwata ndola manyangikera ndoiri notice tunganya ande no kodo tete yanyo gocha se obisi ite totebi nganto cho tundumaire ndo batagorera abuka baramanye nabanye bari batagora
na kirwe simi saa 11 ngotegwa obisi county ngongo yomwe msie kotagorwere na minyoka na chane pigipigi obo maine na nyora abantu mbagenderete kotagora kera bachi gotoigu abande bansa gotama wona nakito sinyire na kintu iga nkie kigego korekanaga nonyokera abantu babwate kodi yote yabo nki batari gochira mugaso bache batagore nyomba tori neinto torigerete kera bagoche gotagora butuku yangoche gotoka butuku abu gosentwacha abantu kanga abantu bonspia kanga abantu mbakweti abange gai
Mwanchu mugeri about your room rikweto milde Momanyi nagendete kurubwati arase alachiye gutumanyia amanga sobwekiranu ase emesa ya Amayia Chinsa chirebosyo togotikana nayo nigo omuyaga bwoko mweni ya Chief of Defense Forces General Ogola Francis obago koenekiwa ase ensemo yangi ya imeye county ya Siaya uyabakuwekiranwa n'abarai au kurwase serikali abarai bage siasa n'abayigo abarai bedini egati ya basani n'abayigo abayi Wairi muraigwise Dr. William Samuel Ruto mokonyo ya Rigathi Gachagua omonene bwa waziri Musalia Mudavadi Moses Wetangula uyora monogeri bwe bunkenene egati yaba waziri bakora no waziri bw'oburendi Eden Twale egati yabarayibande nigo baikirana eriyo korwa engora yabo yomoerio gukona chinga kyecho Ruto nigabaga kumurera Nyagosera General Ogola nakana n'umuntu obweru etekegima ase obokoreri borobuyana igo insubura ibwaye ese ya Kenya yabereke waka egetambukiro kere kenene niga moto ya asokwerwa no mukiabetega kubeka na mono kwerera obwamate gati ya yenera na tano obwamate bwarenke obuyakegima Ruto ase chinga kyecho nigabaka gukwanere gore bikore by'abantu gusiria amayima abane nabo bisana boigabara yabane na serikali ase enchera eturubanire siasa gose uko unererwa nasate babuna ninga natachi wanchera ebege kogendera kwenekiwa imeze ya Kenya.
Have worked closely with General Ogola as I did. You may not understand the kind of men that we have in this great Kenya. There are very few leaders. There are very few people who can fit in the categorization and the shoes of General Ogola. I say this passionately because I know what Kenya has lost. When I got the news that there was a plane crash, it was a very heavy moment for us and for me because I did make a commitment to the people of Kenya. And I have this to say. It is true, we have lost many Kenyans because of extrajudicial killings. It is also true that we have lost many Kenyans because of political assassinations. And I made a commitment to the people of Kenya that there will never be, and let me say this, as has been said here by others, for the avoidance of doubt and without any fear of contradiction, there shall never be again extrajudicial killings or political.
Omonene bwaba waziri ibo igoro mu waziri bwa mangana ye Chinsa Chesko Musalia Mudavadi niga ene kyabuna insebura ibwayo murayibwense Dr. William Samuel Ruto nibo babiri bakubwatoka esko ya bene gochiase Nyagosera General Ogola uyate baboyigo obwate amaskani amanene asobo koreri bwaye naboyigo obumanyi bwisaine asensemo ya jeshi naboyigo obusbore ekyo kyabeire eke gose ekyo kyabeire eke manyeredio gose kyoro keredio kereki ya ase abakenya nago busira kwa nigo kwaretire ekeranye kenene ase ense ya Kenya nigo mona baga kokera egekosi kyoburendi ya KDF mense ya Kenya asobokorere ubya obubagendrete kwe bokone kyabuna oburendi wabere bogotingiwa imeyense ya Kenya.
Sisi kwa serikali yako tulimheshimu sana Generali Ogola. Kama kuna kielelezo ya heshima na integrity kwa majeshi yetu, basi Ogola ndio alikuwa kwa mstari wa mbele. Yeye ametoa heshima sana kubwa kwa taifa letu, na mimi ningependa kusisitiza kwamba kama waziri wa mambo ya kigeni pia nataka niwaambie kwamba Ogola alikuwa na kipawa cha ujuzi wake kwa mambo ya kijeshi, na pia akawa na kipawa sana kwa mambo ya kuhusu diplomasia, na haya yote aliyatumia vizuri sana kuhudumia taifa letu na kupeana heshima kwa majeshi yetu. And let it go on record that the accolades that we have received as they convey condolences from all over the world is testimony to the integrity and professionalism of our defense forces. And we must acknowledge our defense forces have made us proud as a nation.
Moses Masika wetangula uyoro monogeri bwebunkenene nigonera sensemo ya yabaga kubotoka amagombo aye asentre yabene asate babunanya gosira General Ogola nigarenge kyorokererie kiya ase abanke nigane kyaguche gukora emeremo n'abarayibande ase obwamo nakugania baraye yabo kubeka ebitina bya siasa ensemo na gukora lya bwenerete ase abananchi.
As a country, we learn a lesson from this great man and Your Excellency's act to appoint General Ogola. That this country needs all of us, and all of us have a role to play, and that parochial politics and helpful fitina will not guide us to modernize this country. We will work together as one. And General Ogola, wherever you are, my brother, rest in eternal peace. We owe you more than you owe us as a country, and we pray for your soul.
Na sensemo aseri bagari ensemo yoburendi ni mwaziri boburendi Eden Duale abaga kumureranya gusera General Ogola notana numurayibwete ase umukia asobokorerwaye boigo muntu obwate amaskani ase abantu bonsi Dualo yote babuna babere bagokora emeremo na nyagusira Ogola nigate nobere kagotiga erieta rigi ya magega ase nonyana bo amochia usabaka gukonera engana yoko bwatani wakwaye General Ogola asensemo ya Bomas of Kenya asamangana yobo chorio bonene wo mwaka oeta.
He was a man who was committed to his work. He was a man because the office of the Minister and the Vice Chief of Defense Forces are the closest officers, Your Excellency. I work with all the Vice Chief of Defense Forces and the Chief of Defense Forces. He was a man of discipline and honor. I don't want to say more because you have interacted with him too. So, Your Excellency, the rank and the leadership of Kenya Defense Forces, we have a lot to learn from General Ogola, our general. The way we will learn and have learned more, Chief of Defense Forces. We want to assure you that we will leave the legacy and the dreams of General Ogola for the safety of our nation, be it in the air, land, and the sea. But Your Excellency, as our Commander-in-Chief, if you allow me, the former Prime Minister yesterday said a statement. And I want to qualify that statement. Because General Ogola was very close to me, particularly when he was the Vice Chief of Defense Forces. And when the whole issue of bombers, 15th of August, was hanging over his head. He even told me, and the family can agree with me, we had conducive discussion, that even he has lost weight, that this thing was disturbing him. And Your Excellency, General Ogola was not, as the Vice Chief of Defense Forces, was not a member of the National Security Committee, which is chaired by the head of public service. So how did the General Ogola went to NSAC and to bombers?
Chingakie choni go igatabara yikurwa sensemiri kwa miriri ya serikali ya Azimio Moja One Kenya na barabaikirana ase okobwatoka ngora yabo abarayabo gatiabo muraiwe kyama kya Wiper Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka muraiwe kyama kya Kenya magarwa omuseneta we county ya Siaya Uburodinga na boigo mugavana we county ya Siaya James Orengo nigo babakobwatoka ngora yabo ya bene na kugania obotukyo bwekiranu ugokorwa eri okumanya ekyo kererete owosira ku kwaye ogola kwengana buniga mangananke bunayo abereka gokorekana koirera abo bisabanene be serikali Gusii amagima asenchera enkabune yo askere baterne inengana erengete oborindi mensi ya Kenya na igobo tukiwe mekegima mbubwenerete gokorwa.
We have mourned many times, and that's why sometimes people mistake us. We have mourned many times, and we have mourned heroes. We mourned Arguing Skodek, we mourned Tom Boyer, we mourned Dr. Uko, we mourned Odhiambo Mbai, and today we are mourning General Ogola. I therefore plead with anybody who is here, you must allow Kenyans to mourn their heroes the way they can. I just hope that this time around, we will, with the investigations which are undergoing, will come to the final conclusion and outcome of how this happened.
I want to ask our uncle, the general's son, not to be impatient with us. It is not because of anything. It is just because once beaten, twice shy. So we are asking for no stones to be left unturned, and let us know the truth of who killed our uncle, General Ogola.
Mr. President, this is a straightforward thing. We have heard that a team has been constituted to look into the circumstances under which General Ogola fell. What Kenyans want, Mr. President, is simply to make it public, because then that will allay all these fears.
When an accident occurs, it's a security issue. The security concerns which deserve an answer for the nation. And since an inquiry has already been formed, we look forward to a speedy investigation.
Ni amate ya nyagusira nigo yabage kubwatuka amagomba abo nabo igogo ichaniro kwa watatu mwabo awase umumuro ya sereta Joel Ogola abaga kumurera isena kana no muntu orenge omuyakegima ase family nabo igobetega koleta obwa mateburu buyago kwara chinga kyecho nigabaga kumochya egatia barayi abuga kubatuka chingwa na chitari chindonke chiage siasa asata nabange babo bebire amagendro anene ime ye county ya Siaya nigateba buna inache kogendera imirobero ya tatu mwabona mononere kogendereria imirobero ya yeyo abangete yokoenekya buna magendo aberega koenekiwa ase Chinsa mecho chia Siaya anene ase ekenyoro kyabo nakubania Osero kwa bene korwa serikali.
Kelele ni mingi lakini kazi saa zingine ni kidogo, and that one I'm not afraid of saying. Your Excellency, this mandate was given to me by God himself more than 14 years ago. I took my dad, I made him take me to all the graves of all the great Luo leaders around. We went to Jaramogi's home, we went to Acheng Oneko's home, we went to Robert Ouko's home. I was privileged to meet the wife. And Your Excellency, God put something in my heart to change the lives of the people in this region. I'm making a public announcement today. And it is nothing political. I'm not interested in politics because I have a plan. Both Excellencies are aware of it. All I am asking for is their continued support. And nitawaita mfungue mashule na makanisa hii area mpaka mseme hiyo imetosha. Hata sasa toka hii area ukuje saidi yetu. That one, Your Excellency, I commit to you before God, the public and the President. I will visit this area. In fact, my first school that I wanted to start working on is Pap Nyadiel, just down the road. But my father, having been brought here, this will be my first place.
Manchumuli bwana rayo na kwariganirite asemesema ya Chinsa Ikomi asenchera ereyo wengane ne kugwatkana nomo yegabwo komoine nyagusira General Francis Ogola senonya na bomura ibese Dr. William Samuel Rutabaga ukora soko enekya unanachie serikali ne chikogendera kurwa ubusiro konene anena soko enekya buna emerobero ya nyagusira yabirege kogendererwa nabigo gutena ne yamate chinga ki chionsi mbiyamo na soko chora kobanenche balibons mugende tutubate system mochi mitandao bakira ngambia muno nyirabuna semero berionsi ya Ndizi TV na bagotonyora sesemo ya Facebook wetera Ndizi TV News Digital asesemo ya YouTube otonyora wetera Ndizi TV News nabigase website yeto naboko ya somo wetera www.ndizitv.net eri otogendere gusanga asobwamo murobero bw'imisa Jumapili ngo gochirora se kagetari getambe kurubona ngo mancho murigirire tobasa guskare seseni wa ime yemisa Jumapili murobero koretwa nere Julie Kerubo eri triane Everlyne Osero nurene kiachibichane ryogi chawe kera senchira bene ngakorwa Sara Momanyi kukuganeria uburigere borobia naboigo emagoroba erente kumenere Josephat Misike koraga ensemo naboigo Chinsa isato
Omoibuli koiru mwana we skuru mbuya korende nkobwatire skuru kikwa moira eriyo konyora migirio yebirengo bigoro Potters Premium School na ubagosoira ime nigo babwate ebirasi kurwa play group PP1 PP2 grade 1 gweka grade 3 eskuru nigebwate aborokia babwatu Momanyi bwigoro na boigo ubaisaine nigere nsemo tabwatiriogi erengia asogosomera mbabwata magacho yekerero kurwa bali ndagira ya balanced diet nechigari cyobosombi nkwegeria bale amangana y'ubu Kristo eri ukorongije chimbwa cyabana bamura n'abanyaruka lero eskurugia asumurubyo CBC ime ya Kisii nigo babwate ebirasi bibwata mabaga manene laboratory